Angels, welcome back to another DIY. Sorry for the noise in the back. That's my AC, not my AC, my heater running. So in this video, we're gonna be making a Ruffle tulip robe. I got this robe from Amazon a while back ago. I was supposed to wear it while I was in Jamaica, but I actually never wore it. So this is how it's looking. It's not a robe, it's a beach cover up. Yep, and that is how it's looking. It has lace up top and lace at the arms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the arms right where the lace is at. And then I'm going to sew on the ruffles. The ruffles tulips. Yep. So this is how the ruffles looks. I got 4 yards from Etsy's. I think it was only $16. Pretty cheap. And I got it in black because obviously it needed to match. So what I'm going to do is, first thing first, make sure I shake out everything out of it because it does have some white stuff. So that's the first thing. After that, I'm just going to be cutting them out individually because it is all on one little thing. And I need to separate it in order for it to be able to spread all over the robe, just like how I want it. So there's 6 straight across, and remember it is 4 inches. So that is a lot of work. But yeah, you're gonna need some scissors, needle and thread, or you can use some fabric glue, or you can use your hot glue gun. And that is basically it. That's all the supplies that you guys are gonna need. So this is the first step, just cutting them out separately. Make sure that you cut off all the extra fabric so that when you sew it on, you don't see it at the sides of it or anything like that. So you cut it close enough right where that black line is, straight down the middle. So obviously you don't cut inside and then the tulips start falling apart. So you can obviously see it before you start cutting. But yeah, that is what I'm doing. Just cutting it straight down the middle. At first I was just thinking I could just cut a little bit just so that I could be able to rip it. That is a bad idea. A very bad idea. Because as soon as I started doing it, it started ripping the tulips, not the ones that I wanted, and it just messed up everything and then just ruined some of it. So the best suggestion is just take your sweet old time and then just cut it straight down the middle. It's going to take you a good minute because the ruffles keep on getting in the way. You have to be careful not to be cutting them, just be cutting down the edge. So it does take a minute, but I think it's totally worth it. And you do have to keep on turning it over and over. That was so confused. I was like, ugh, let me just give up on this thing. But I really didn't have anything else to make. So I just kept on doing it all night until I finished it up and everything. It didn't take all night, but it did take me a good minute since I did mess up and cut off a piece of it. So I wanted to make sure that I had enough to sew everything on together because I wanted them to be nice and close together. Okay, so this is the next step. This robe that I have, it has this black line that goes all the way, not all the way, but like separate parts that go all the way down. So where those black line is that I just showed you guys, that is where I'm going to be putting the ruffles together. So I didn't have to mark it or try to figure out like how close I want them together. The lines, I just followed those black lines straight down the middle and I was good to go. So my idea was to just pin it up on the mannequin, but that didn't quite work out as planned because the ruffles kept on spinning over and I was like trying to see if I was spinning on flat. So that all I had to do was just sew it down the middle, but it was not working out. It did not want to cooperate with me, so I was like, let's just forget this mess. And then I just lay down flat. But this is the first step. You do need to pin it on. Well, you don't need to pin it on, but if you wanted to make sure that you're sewing it on properly, then you might want to pin it on. So that is what I'm doing right here. I'm going to be doing 2 ruffles closely together so that it could be nice and fluffy and it can look thick. Because if you just do one, just like how it is right there, it just look it's not really special. You can see through it. But once you stack them up closer together, It looks so much better. I wish I had enough so I can like do like 4 or 5. It would have just made it so dramatic. But this took like a good month to get here. I think 2 months, to be honest, 2 months. Because I ordered it a while back ago. It does take a while to get here, but it is really cheap and it's amazing fabric. So you win and you lose. So when I get down to the edge of the robe, all I want to do is just make sure I have a little extra room, so because I want it to be dragging on the floor. Then just cut out the extra material and then do the exact same thing. Place it closely together, just like what I'm going to do right here. And just do the exact same thing. But the ruffles kept on getting in the way, so after I finished pinning on everything, I wasn't really able to see the pins that I was putting through it, so that's why I just decided to just place it down flatwards instead of doing it on the mannequin. You guys are gonna see what I'm talking about really soon, which made life 1,000% easier. But yeah. Okay, so I decided to take it to a different room and then just place it down flatly on the ground, which I totally make a mistake. So the fabric glue that I just showed you guys like 2 seconds ago, I've never used that glue before, so this was a fully like experimental stage for me because I didn't know if it was gonna stay on, if it was gonna stay in the fabric, if it was gonna seep through or anything like that. So this totally messed up my carpet, which I know I'm gonna get in trouble for it with the apartment complex, but I would suggest not gluing it onto the ground. Just be smart about it. Don't be lazy like me. Sew it on. It's gonna be so much easier. So right now I'm just placing the ruffled tulips closely together. Make sure you place it down flat, right where you see that flat, I can't speak, flat back. So first thing first, I'm just spreading them out separately so I can see if I had enough, if I could do 3 or 4 layers closely together. So just roll it out. That's all you're able to do it. And then just cut off the extra fabric. And then just do it all the way around. So the first one right there is 3 layers. The rest of them is just 1 layer, 1 layer, 1 layer, 1 layer, 1 layer. I had to remove the first layer where I put the 3 layers because I did not have enough. So that's why it's 2 of them on each thread. On each little line, I should say. But yeah. Unfortunately, I did not show you guys when I was doing the arms, but it's the exact same thing. Just cut off the sleeves, sew it on. I actually did sew it on. I learned my lesson after I stained my perfectly nice carpet. That did nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. Stain it. The glue seeped down. Not only did the glue seep down, but since the tulips is black, the fabric is black, the glue and the blackness seep down, so all you see on my carpet is just this black line that goes straight up and down. I don't know what I'm gonna do to get it off. I really don't know. So sew it on. Don't be lazy. Sew it, or you can use your hot glue gun, but it's gonna seep through and you're gonna be able to see the glue. I'm gonna be using both the E6000 glue and the I was just about to say hot glue gun. The E6000 glue and the fabric glue that I just showed you guys. I got them both from Amazon. Well, I got the fabric glue from Walmart. But you can find it on Amazon as well. Just type in fabric glue and E6000 glue. So what I'm going to do is place some both on the ruffles and also on the robe, but it's best if you place it on the robe. What am I talking about? I messed up my carpet. Sew it on. Skip this step. Forget this step even exists. Skip it. Sew it on. Don't be lazy. Sew it. So that's going to take you a few seconds. You don't need to sew it closely together. Just give it an extra room. Just like how I did the feather robe. It's the exact same thing. Just give it a little extra space. You don't need to sew it closely together all the way down. Just give it an extra room. Give it an extra room. You'll be good to go. It's going to take you 5 minutes. Or even 4 if you're quick with it. It's going to take you 4 minutes. Okay, I'm done rambling on and on. Enjoy me making the biggest mistakes. It still didn't look so bad. Oh, before I get off here, one more thing. Even though this robe has those little ties up top, I still didn't like it. So what I'm going to be using is a black ribbon to wrap around my waist. Because I want it to be like really dramatic. I want the what is it called? The ribbon to be hanging off. So you can see it like at the side of it. You guys are going to see in like a few minutes. But I'll show you guys the full complete look. But I want it to be as dramatic as possible. Just like how it was. Just like how the feather robe that I make was so dramatic with the robe, with the feathers and everything. That's kind of like my same idea for this thing right here. Okay, that's really it. Goodbye. Enjoy. One more note, when you are gluing this or sewing this on together, make sure you sew on one layer first and then push the second layer like closely beside it. You guys will see what I mean in a second after I finish sewing this one on. Like push it under so that you can give it more volume. So I like if it's just one piece instead of 2 separate pieces, if that makes any sense. I really do hope that it does. But you guys are going to see when I'm doing it right here, right now. I'm just gluing it on first. And then I'm going to do is just push it up together. And just like how I lift up the other layer, I push it together. And you see, just like that, it's starting to look like one piece. Nice and fluffy. So, yeah. Okay, that is really it. There's really nothing else to say. I hope if you guys made this, it turned out good. Sew it on, not glue it on. Okay, so are you guys ready for the final look? Dun dun! And this is how it turned out. I decided not to use the ribbon, just leave it just the way how it was. I sewed on the sleeve, hand sewed on. And yeah, this is how it turned out. I'm pretty happy with everything. I hope that you guys like this video and hopefully I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! Don't forget to like and subscribe. By the way, if I should redo this again, I would prefer to hand sew it on or use my sewing machine to sew it on instead of gluing it. Okay, bye.